military weapons. The Republic of Korea Armed Forces. Which South Koreans are famous enough to avoid military service? Watch our video about the ROK and learn more. The ROK Armed Forces is one of the largest standing armed forces in the world, with a reported personnel strength of over 3,699,000 in 2018, with 599,000 active and 3,100,000 in reserves. South Korea is one of the highest defense budgets in the world, ranking 10th globally in 2019 with a budget of more than $43 billion. The South Korean military is ranked as the 7th most powerful military force in the world as of 2019. South Korea maintains a large, well-equipped armed forces establishment consisting of Army, Navy, and Air Force branches, although it's still considerably smaller than that of North Korea. The Army is by far the largest component, and there's a sizable reserve force. Some things you should know about the ROK. The bulk of South Korea's 599,000-strong military are conscripts, with all able-bodied men obliged to serve for 21 months, but not everyone is required to submit to the ordeal. Some athletes and artists can qualify for exemptions. Despite generating almost $4 billion a year for the South Korean economy, the 7 members of K-pop boy bands BTS will still have to perform nearly 2 years of mind-numbing military service. However, the likes of Tottenham Hotspur striker Heung Min Son and award-winning pianist Cho Sung-jin are entitled to exemptions, prompting calls for an overhaul of the controversial pass system. South Korea is more than capable of handling the North Korean threat by itself, and the South enjoys a combination of high technology, strong economy, vibrant democracy, and the support of Western countries with advanced military technology. North Korea has none of these things, and while the U.S. stepping back from defending the Korean Peninsula is an obvious goal of North Korea and a few other regional countries, it doesn't necessarily make it wrong. Of its expenses. Of most immediate concern to North Korea, in 2019, South Korea took the delivery of the first of 40 land-based F-35A stealth aircraft from the United States. North Korea criticized that and other weapon announcements as a reckless arms buildup that was forcing it to develop new short-range ballistic missiles to completely destroy the new threats. The F-35 puts North Korea's anti-aircraft and anti-missile defense systems in an extremely vulnerable position, which is likely why the North is responding by accelerating its own SRBM development. North Korea also views the F-35s as violations of a military de-escalation agreement between the two countries that was signed in September of 2018. The Koreas agreed to cease all hostile acts. However, the deal did not mention any kind of new weapons. With North Korea under tight international sanctions, the North cannot afford an arms race. When it comes to conscription in South Korea, military service is compulsory for all males. South Korea's main military objective is to deter an attack by the North, and to that end, it has a mutual defense treaty with the United States and a large contingent of U.S. troops stationed within the country. All male citizens over the age of 18 are required to perform compulsory military service. Women are not required to perform service, but they may volunteer as officers, warrant officers, or non-commissioned officers. The length of compulsory military service varies based on service branches. Active duty enlisted personnel serve for 21 months in the Army or the Marine Corps, 23 months in the Navy, and 24 months in the Air Force. Commissioned officers, warrant officers, and non-commissioned officers are volunteer-based and serve longer terms than those of enlisted personnel or as a career. Non-active duty personnel such as social work personnel serve for various lengths, and after conscripts finish their service, they're automatically placed on the reserve roster. About equipment. In the late 20th century, one of the hallmarks of a modern-day military was its country's ability to design and manufacture its own rifles. South Korea, an emerging military power, took that to heart, producing the K2 assault rifle, a blend of good ideas borrowed from other rifles. The K2 has served the Republic of Korea forces for 35 years, since 1984, and with a raft of upgrades will serve for many more years to come. Mobile surface-to-air Patriot missile defense systems are one of South Korea's major weaponry systems. The K-200 Korean infantry fighting vehicle is one of about 2,700 armored vehicles at the disposal of the South Korean Army. The Army also has M48A2 tanks, which are a diesel-powered variant of the United States-designed M48 Patton battle tank. When it comes to air power, they have a total air strength of 1,614 with 406 fighters, 466 attack, 40 transports, a helicopter strength of 777, and 112 attack helicopters. On land, its combat tanks range at 2,654, with 2,870 armored fighting vehicles, self-propelled artilleries of 2,140, a towed artillery of 3,854, with 215 rocket projectors. And on sea, it has a total naval assets of 166, with 1 aircraft carrier, 13 frigates, 12 destroyers, 13 corvettes, 16 submarines, 64 patrol vessels, and 11 mine warfare vessels. What did you think about the ROK? Let me know all about it in the comments below. Be sure you're subscribed with your notifications turned on, and you'll get more great videos from me in the future. Thanks for watching.